What is going on, guys? You're listening to Wrestling Rocks. I'm Blake Carter, and I'm joined by Kyle Lepore once again for the Wrestling Rocks Monday Night Review. And man, what a Monday night it was. Probably one of the best Monday Night Raws I've seen in a very, very long time. We had a big debut. One that I wouldn't say I called, because I didn't call it, but one that has been anticipated for a long time. Kyle, first off, happy birthday, dude.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm officially 20.
Yeah, you're old.
Yeah, I'm pretty damn old, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude. When were you? You'll be 21.
Oh, man, I can't wait. I wish this was the year I was turning 21. That's all I care, because, like, the problem is that, like, 20, it's, like, it's the coming before the storm, man. Because 21, it's going to be nuts. I can't wait.
Dude, look at the boy beer, yeah.
No, I want to go to Vegas. That's what I want to do, dude. 100%. I want to. I need to.
Prostitution's legal there, dude.
For sure, dude. No, I want to gamble. Gambling's fun.
No, but very good Raw, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it was definitely very good. I don't know if I would call it the best in a while. It's definitely up there, but it was definitely a very good show.
Who in the world said it was the best in a while?
Well, you did. You just said that.
No? Did I?
You what? Yeah, you just said like it was the best Raw I've seen in a long time.
I didn't mean to say it like that, but it was a good Raw. I really enjoyed today. The only killer points were obviously, you know, with Roman Reigns out there, and I've actually been posting on the Facebook page a lot, and I'm pretty sure Chris might have seen it, but I'm sorry, but every low point of Raw tonight was when Roman Reigns had the microphone and when he was on TV. That is 100% without a doubt true.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. It was like one thing too that I saw when he came out like earlier in the night for his promo. He literally said the exact same thing he said on Raw and SmackDown. I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm the guy. Like,
you know, I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" That's the exact words I said when he said that.
He's
I'm not a good guy.
He needs a Paul Heyman. He's like a Brock
guy, but I am the guy.
He's like a Brock Lesnar. He needs somebody to do promos for him. He needs the Paul Heyman, honestly.
See you guys
he's
next
so
week.
he's so good in the ring.
Same thing.
It's so ridiculous. He really is. He just needs a guy to do promos for him. He can't do it. Either he can't do it, or the creative team sucks. It's one or the other.
Well, I kind of want to go with that. The creative team sucks, but in all honesty, these past 2 weeks, these wrestlers have looked absolutely. They look like they've wrestling their hearts out. They're going hard, and before WrestleMania, we didn't see this. It seemed like it was a lot of half-ass. It seemed like everything was half-assed from the product, and now it's just like, man, this is actually really good. Now, we didn't see Baron Corbin. We did see Enzo and Cass. We have yet to see them in a ring or in action. So, more than likely, we're going to see that they're probably. I'm pretty sure they're going to be at SmackDown because they're going to have the. They're going to continue the tournament at SmackDown.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not going to watch, but they're going to continue the tournament at SmackDown, and I'm sure they'll wrestle at SmackDown, and then the Dudley Boyz, and something crazy is going to happen where they're not going to be the number one contender. You know, this tournament is crazy, because I honestly don't know who could be the number one contender.
Oh, man. I mean, I'm thinking about, like, looking at the teams that are in it, there's a decent amount of possibilities. And, like, we'll go, well, I mean, we have to talk, once we get later in reviewing the show, like, step by step, I'll bring up, like, my opinion of it more. I don't want to say it now because of what happened. But I think, you know what I'm talking about. I think what happened is basically, like, it's hard to bring because I don't want to mention, I don't want to spoiler alert it right now. For people that, I mean, people that have seen it, obviously, who know it. But for people that haven't seen it or just listen to the show, I don't want to, like, bring it up now to, like, kind of spoil what happens later. So I'll leave my opinion until later then.
We can go ahead and say it's not a big deal at all.
All right, yeah. Well, in the tag team tournament, it was the Usos versus who were they against? Oh, yeah, the Social Outcasts. They were against them. The Usos won, and as they were doing like their celebration, we saw the debut of Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. They came out from the crowd. They beat down the Usos pretty bad, and I was so excited. I know Blake was excited to see it. I was like, wow, they finally did it. They're finally officially here. And yeah, seeing the Usos get beat down, I'm pretty sure we're going to see like the Usos out for injury, and I think Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson might take their place in the tournament, and I could see them winning. That's definitely my opinion on it.
If anyone just watched, they just watched me like screw up. I forgot where I put a layout of something, so I just went through like every picture through the through the entire event. So, but you know, I could see them taking the Usos spot, but it wasn't like they got the shit beat out of them. Yeah, they got beat down, but it's not like, oh my, this was just a totally like This is a mugging. He's not going to get up after that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you did see one of the Usos, like the one, I don't know who it was, one of them on the outside got thrown into the barricade, then like thrown pretty damn hard into the steps. So I mean, they could work that angle though of like the Usos, or at least one of them being injured. They're out of the tournament, and because I mean, Carlos and Doc Gallows, that'd be a great play in my opinion to say the Usos are injured and then throw them into the tournament. That would be amazing. I could see them winning, going to Payback and taking the titles. I could definitely 100% see them giving that team that kind of push.
You know,
easy.
Here's the thing: if at this point we don't know what they are, we don't know if they're the Bullet Club, we don't know what they are. They're just Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson right now. So
Yes.
we, at this point, if they do form, let's say they form the Bullet Club, because they did do the guns. They did give their little hand gesture to the guns.
Yes,
So,
they did.
let's say they do take the spot and they go into the tag team titles, right?
Right.
And if all these rumors are true, that they're going to help out AJ Styles, they have to win the titles. They cannot lose the titles.
Yeah, that definitely. It's hard to say that now because I mean, it's just like one thing that I've seen that there's been pictures and stuff like that of Finn Balor saying like, okay, where's Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson? Where are they at? Like, are they coming soon? That kind of thing. And like, you see him posting about it, you don't see AJ saying a word. So it's hard to say like, will they end up going with AJ or will they leave themselves like by themselves and then Finn come up soon? I don't know what'll happen. It's really a toss up. I see them. Like, no matter what, I think they're going to go with either Finn Balor or AJ Styles.
Finn's got to lose the title for me.
It's got to have. It's got to go for him. He really does.
Finn's got to lose the title for him to get moved up, and I think Nakamura's going to be the guy to knock him down. There's nothing else for Samoa Joe to do. Samoa Joe's been hinting that he's going to be getting moved up soon, but he really hasn't said when. But before we continue, be sure that if you are in the chat, be sure to communicate with us. We always interact with you guys. You guys are, what continue the show, make us go. So them showing up, I saw the rumor and I saw where it was because apparently it got out that someone that was at the show was at a Staples Center store, and on the TVs they had the WWE rehearsals going on, and he saw Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson basically ambush the Usos during their rehearsal. So I immediately text Kyle. I was like, "This is what's gonna happen." And at first, and after like the Usos won, I was like, "Shit." I look stupid. I just went on and on about how they're gonna come and they're gonna do this, and now I look stupid. And then boom, there they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I even texted. I was like, man, I'll believe it when I see it. Because, like, I mean, it's been rumored for, like, a few weeks. It was rumored before WrestleMania, a few weeks even before WrestleMania they were going to come here. Like, last week, it's rumored for a while. So I was like, okay, I'll believe it when I see it. Well, now they're here, and I'm really excited to see them.
That's the big thing. Do you know who was being the rumor? The guy that was putting out the stuff?
Who?
Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, so that's definitely, like, up in the air if it was true or not.
Yeah, so moving on, I mean, the first match of the night was perfect with Cesaro and Kevin Owens. That was a perfect start to this to the night with Cesaro versus KO, and without a doubt, it was. I got scared at one point. I don't know if it was a part of just part of the storyline, but Cesaro looked like he hurt his shoulder bad.
Yeah, and he already had tape on from the beginning. It wasn't that like the injury he sustained though.
Yeah, he had to have surgery on his rotator cuff.
Yeah, so I mean, he could still be like in a decent recovery process, or it could still be like slightly to where it needs a little bit more time. But it definitely did look like he definitely hurt it at least a little bit more, just something like that. Like it definitely did not look right. Definitely not like he was just selling it.
Well, he couldn't even do the his normal spins, and when the image is up right now, you could tell that he's in a lot of pain trying to get KO up. But then again, he could maybe he wasn't able to spin him because of his weight, but then again, Cesaro's a strong guy. And is it just me, or is Cesaro walking up as 007?
Yeah, I saw you saw it like on the screen of like that bullet kind of thing you look through. That was pretty funny. Cesaro, I don't know what's up with that. I kind of like it though. Cesaro, it's different. It's pretty
AKA
cool.
James Bond.
It's like 00 Swiss.
Yeah, and then at first it was cool because it kind of went with like, oh, we knew he was backstage, but we didn't know he was wrestling. And then it's like this week's like, dude, enough with the whole like ripping your suit off. Okay, like that's a waste of money. That's money I could use. Stop
I
that.
don't know, man. I kind of like it. Like I kind of it's really different. I love seeing different stuff because like you just see the same generic stuff all the time, and it kind of sucks. He's doing something so different. I think it's really cool.
You know that he doesn't.
Say, I kind of like it.
He didn't come out from the locker room. He came out from like the side.
Yeah, I noticed that he was like on the side because like when Shane was walking back there and Cesaro's music hit, it was like he was just like on the side somewhere, and then Shane was just like walked right past him.
This was a must-win for Cesaro. If he didn't win this, it would immediately put him down back into the it's Cesaro.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know where Kevin Owens is going. I'm guessing maybe like a feud with him and Sami. I'm assuming.
I'm pretty sure he's. I mean, he already hinted at just wait till you see what happens with Sami Zayn. I mean, if you guys listen to the next big thing, one of the things that we did was a payback from the Inquisitor. There's a rumor of the payback card, and one of the matches was Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at Payback, and it makes sense because he got powerbombed. Sami Zayn got powerbombed through a table. And then this week, Kevin Owens basically said, I'm going to interrupt this match. But he got kicked out of the building, and I thought it was the funniest. Hit the locker room! Hit the locker room! Damn, Shane, where are we at, dude? Hit the locker room! You're getting out of here!
I like that, though. But, like, my opinion, my question to you is that this is the second week in a row we've seen Shane take over Raw. Do you think that's going to keep going? Like, where do you think, what's going to happen with that? Is he going to keep going, or is he just going to, like, kind of stop abruptly?
That's hard to say, because what if he's just finishing out his short-term contract? It makes no sense to have the match that he did at WrestleMania, where if he loses, he's no longer a part, like he has nothing to do with this company. He loses, and it's like, what the hell? You can run it. Okay, well, last week obviously is going to be a dynamic and amazing week, or Raw, because it's the Raw after Mania, which is the biggest Raw of the year. This week, I mean, let's be honest, it wasn't Shane that did this. There's somebody new in the back, because whoever it is has got a spark at all of their asses. Like I said earlier, it seems like they are going 112% in the ring now. The storylines, other than the Roman Reigns shit, it looked really good. Everything. Even with the Dudley Boyz versus Enzo and Cass. And we'll speak of the Dudley Boyz versus the Lucha Dragons. And then you have, what other match? The Usos versus Social Outcasts. And, I mean, yes, that match was a throwaway. And then, yeah, that match was a throwaway. But, you know, it was for a debut. So, without a doubt, I think the best match of the night was AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn.
Oh, for sure. That was amazing.
To be completely honest with you, I didn't like how it ended, but I kind of, and there was actually a botch. And I thought, to be honest with you, Sami Zayn was going to win that match.
Really? I didn't see that at all. I was like, there was no way Sami was going to win this match. Like, he can't. He doesn't deserve it, for one. Like, he can't. He just got moved up.
Yeah, but we'll move on.
He can't be in the picture already.
Dudley Boyz versus the Lucha Underground, my bad, Lucha Dragons. Well, honestly, I think Kalisto I think he might have broken his collarbone. The reason
that was weird.
And the reason I say that, sorry, I was taking a drink, is he was at the ringside, and you never see doctors unless it's something serious. And he stayed at ringside, and Bubba Ray Dudley's screaming at the top of his lungs, "He's a legal man! He's a legal man!" And it didn't matter. Sin Cara tried to finish it off. Obviously, the Dudley Boyz won. Then Enzo and Cass walk out, and Enzo is without a doubt the best person on the microphone right now.
Yes,
in the WWE.
Yes.
Enzo is so good on the mic right now. I forgot what Devon said, but he said, "Well, Devin, I'm pretty sure the reason why I'm here is because my mom and dad got busy. How you doing?"
Yeah, Devon was basically just saying like, "Oh yeah, you guys wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us," because like they basically they were saying how they basically made the tag team division kind of thing, which I mean they did, and it's a good angle to work. But I mean, yeah, Enzo's response to that was great. And he was just like, yeah, like you said, he was like, "Well, I mean, no, the reason I'm here actually is because Mama and Dad got down. How you doing?"
Yeah, and this was another must win. Dudley Boyz had to win this match because they really haven't been strong, and it makes them look even stronger. And now we have More than likely at Payback, we're going to see Enzo and Cass versus the Dudley Boys, and obviously, I'm pretty sure the next round, if Enzo and Cass do win, it's going to be between those two tag teams. So, you know, I think the Dudley Boys are here to put them over, which I hate. I love, but I just hate the fact that they didn't get that 10th tag team title, and they were booked the way they were. But I like that they're putting Enzo and Cass over, and it's crazy how now the tag team division is so strong. Other than the Usos versus the Social Outcasts, that bracket looked amazing.
Well, okay, I think it would be amazing if the Ascension wasn't as bad right now as they are. Because Enzo and Cass against the Ascension can be a 5-star match, easy. But where the Ascension is at right now, I just feel like it's going to be like a quick 1-2 match and be done like that.
That match is going to be to make Enzo and Cass look strong. That's all that's going to be.
I think so, but I also want the Ascension to put up a good fight, though. They deserve it. They're such a good tag team. They were the best tag team in NXT. Like, they deserve way better recognition.
Here's the thing, though. It's just like the Vaudevillains. They're going to be just like the Ascension. They didn't get over with the casual crowd.
But their gimmick sucks.
All the face paint and stuff that they make, they look scary to a little kid. They look scary. So
I mean, they're basically like the Road Warriors of like this time kind of thing with like their look.
Yeah. So obviously, guess what? The little kids aren't going to go for it, and the WWE creative team goes for the casual fans. They don't go for the 30 and 40%, which is us. So the Ascension's been buried. There's no way they're going to come back from that. Vaudevillains, we have yet to see them on Raw. We didn't even hear anything about them on Thursday nights from SmackDown last week when they were debuted last Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So, in all honesty, I think they might already be buried. They're not even involved in this tag team tournament.
No, wait, they are. They're up against.
Were they?
Yeah, they're in it. Who are they? I can't think of. Well, I'm trying to think more tag teams. Let me think. Okay, I'm thinking about the whole bracket. Let's see. The top of the bracket is Usos against Social Outcasts, and then Vaudevillains against. I can't think who to be against. I know they're in the tournament, though. I saw their names. I can't think exactly who, but I know they're definitely for sure in the tournament. You can probably look it up or something.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I know for sure because it's all the teams in it are. It's the Usos, Social Outcasts, Dudley's, Lucha Dragons, Enzo and Cass, the Ascension, the Vaudevillains, and one of the team can. Golden Truth. There you go, Golden Truth. That's who they're up against.
That's right.
So I don't even know who's going to win in that one. I would assume the Vaudevillains should win, but I mean, Golden Truth has been an ongoing thing.
You know, it's crazy. Golden Truth, they're going to beat the Vaudevillains.
That's so sad.
They're going to.
Them doing
that,
they're burying the Vaudevillains.
It's not 100%, but they are going to beat the Vaudevillains. There's no way they don't allow it.
I don't. Them doing that alone would already bury that team. They'd already be done. Like, you put them in this tournament and you don't even let them get past the first round.
No, but we can move on. Women's Championship between Natalya and Charlotte. Here's my question to you. Does this storyline continue or is it over? With Dr. Phil at ringside.
I hated that so much. Why is he here? This is like the old days of having like Bob Barker and just random people show up on the show just like to quote host it. It's so bad. But yeah, I mean, this storyline I definitely think should continue because I mean you saw how it ended was Natalya making Charlotte tap out, but Ric Flair pulled out the referee, so it was a disqualification. Which is stupid because like that's happened plenty of times. The referee just slides back in the ring and the match goes on, but I get the point of it. But yeah, this storyline definitely continues in my opinion.
Well, yeah, also Charlotte tapped out. She
exactly.
was tapping. I don't like how every single match, even at WrestleMania, Rick has helped Charlotte. Charlotte looks extremely weak. Every single match she has that title on the line, she's basically lost. Because she's in the finishing move, or usually the finishing submission move, and Rick does something to get their attention, you know, and then boom, Charlotte turns it into the figure eight. It's getting to the point where I'm just, man, you got to make Charlotte look strong. She looks really so weak right now with everything that they're doing with her. And she's so good in the ring. I mean, we saw it tonight with the match was so good. And I still hate Natalya's outfit, but it was Charlotte plays such a good heel. I just don't understand why they like I can get part of the reason because at the end of whenever she loses the title, Charlotte, Ric Flair will get thrown out of out of ringside. That is what I am a true believer at that, and I think she's gonna keep it till SummerSlam. I honestly think she will keep that title until SummerSlam.
Really? 'Cause that's far away.
Well,
that's pretty far.
You have Payback, Extreme Rules, Money in the Bank, Elimination Chamber, and then SummerSlam. So you have 5 pay-per-views, but Payback is it's a big pay-per-view because it's the pay-per-view right after Mania. Extreme Rules, you can say it's just one of those pay-per-views. Money in the Bank, I think, is a very important pay-per-view. The Elimination Chamber, and that's if the Elimination Chamber is happening. Depends. And then SummerSlam, obviously the WrestleMania of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when she'll lose it, is at SummerSlam. Because she'll be bragging about the whole, I'm just a year away from, from having the title for a year. And then we'll see. I am extremely, I do think Sasha Banks will win this title at SummerSlam. Ric Flair will get thrown out. And that is a prediction I am making now. Unless somehow Bret Hart comes out of nowhere and helps Natalya, or Bret Hart's at ringside.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I mean, with his current condition, I don't know if he could. Or maybe we'll see Jim Neidhart. Maybe we'll see that.
Maybe, but
it's got to be somebody to keep this feud going. It's got to be somebody.
But how long does this feud go? Because obviously, Charlotte or Natalya can go after it again. But when does the feud end? Let's say Charlotte wins at Payback. Who goes after her? Becky Lynch? I mean, Sasha?
I don't know.
Is that when you call up Bayley?
I mean, it kind of depends. With Bayley being called up, it depends, number one, if she gets a rematch against Asuka. And number two, if she does, if she ends up losing that, then she's for sure getting called up.
And I'm not saying
it depends on where her and her feud with Asuka goes.
Yeah, this wins or the
I don't know. I mean, they could. Yeah, no, sorry, go.
The next couple of weeks for NXT are going to be huge. Obviously, we're going to see Nakamura wrestle this week, and next week there's no telling what's going to happen. Did you know Nakamura had to have staples this past weekend?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So Wednesday's going to be amazing. I'm extremely excited because for this NXT show. So back to the Natalya Charlotte stuff, but who goes after her? That's the big question because we've already seen Becky Lynch. We've seen Sasha and Becky Lynch. Do you put Sasha back in already?
I mean, I would say yes because Sasha never really got her own one-on-one match with Charlotte. She's never had it on the main roster. I mean, Becky did. Becky had it. She lost, and in the triple threat, she lost again. Sasha hasn't been beaten by her yet.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's going to be at SummerSlam. They're gonna have to drag a storyline. They have to. So, I mean, we've basically talked about all we can with that feud. So we can move on to with probably without a doubt the best match of the night, which is AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn. And I'll let you take over here.
Yeah, this match really was awesome to see. It was, I mean, already on paper, it was an amazing match, but they really lived up to that and then some. They definitely did have a botch in there. I wasn't sure. I was like, is that a botch? Is that not? But would you agree with, was that the powerbomb kind of thing off the top rope? Or what it was supposed to be kind of thing? Was that the botch or was it something else? That looked like a botch to me.
I thought the botch was when Sammy hit his when Sammy almost got it. I don't remember the move exactly. But needless to say, it seemed like AJ Styles didn't get his shoulder up in time.
Yeah,
it's actually very recognizable that the referee stopped. Halfway down, he stopped.
And then AJ kicked out.
Yeah.
After he stopped, yeah.
At first I was like, did because I was paying attention, but I wasn't like eyes dead on the screen. And then I saw that, I was like, wait, whoa, what? And then, look again, it's like, I don't think he got up in time. I could be dumb, but I don't think he got up in time.
The botch I thought I saw was like when they were on the top rope and it looked like it was like a sunset flip kind of thing off them, and then AJ looked like he lost his balance and Sami Zayn recovered with like a... That, like, them coming down to that just looked awkward to me. I could be wrong. That doesn't look like a botch to me, though. I could definitely be wrong, though.
I don't like the ending. I don't like how he hit him with a phenomenal forearm.
Oh, my God.
I don't like that. That was the ending.
That pissed me off so much. It's not... AJ has to know, too, that is not a finishing move. Number one, I hate the name, the phenomenal form. It's just a flying form. That's all it is. It's not special. I think they're doing it because they... Yeah. Yeah, it is, totally. I think they're doing it because they want like another main event high flyer, and they don't really have that. So it's like, we'll make AJ's finishing move the phenomenal form instead of the Styles Clutch.
It's not a finisher.
It's not.
No, I don't think the creative team or people backstage have made that his finishing move. I think that's like that setup move, one of the setup moves that he does. I don't understand why that was the the 3 count, but I thought if anything, he hits the style clash on Zayn, because he could have lifted Zayn.
Yeah, definitely. I hated that so much. So that was such a bad... I mean, it was a great match, though. I'm not taking it away from that, but that ending was just... Like, why? Let him do a 450 or anything else, not a flying forearm. Like,
or the calf crusher. Just...
Yeah, the calf crusher.
But then again, Zayn didn't tap out. Zayn already got out of it.
Yeah. I mean, it should have been the Clash. They should have ended on the Clash. It's what you do. That's his finishing move. Like, Sami Zayn, if he would have won the match, he would have won with the hell of a kick. That's his finishing move. He wouldn't have won on, like, the Blue Thunder Bomb or something. Right. He would have won on his finishing move. That's not AJ's finishing move at all. It shouldn't be considered it.
Well, I'm so 50-50 with AJ going on against Roman Reigns now. Because...
Really?
Well, I said this last week. Are we going to see Roman Reigns lose the title just as he won the title? Are they gonna do that to him again? Or are we going to see there's 3 possible situations that could happen, or outcomes. One, Roman Reigns just winning and beating AJ Styles and makes it kind of, I wouldn't say completely buries Styles, but it makes Styles look bad because that's 2 pay-per-views with a loss. 1 pay-per-view against Chris Jericho, which that match should have never happened. And the next being against Roman Reigns, or AJ wins clean, and then that storyline continues. Or the last one is the whole Bullet Club interfering, and then the rumored feud between the Shield and the Bullet Club.
Yeah, which, I mean, that's still, like, a long shot to me. I would like to see that ending. I think a lot of people would like to see that, like, rumor come true. But I think if the creative team is smart, no matter what, they will keep this feud going, because AJ and Reigns can be an amazing feud, especially if you want Reigns to do a heel turn. This feud can really be a great feud. And I think that's what they should do, because let's say first time in Payback, Reigns wins straight up. Who would go after the title next? There's not really anybody, in my opinion, that would be up next in the title picture. I don't see anybody
Ryberg.
That's not happening. That's not going to happen. We haven't even seen him, actually. I don't think we've seen him.
I'm scared. I am scared.
He's going to be the one to interfere in Payback.
Ryback, no. Stop.
We just use music, and I will run away screaming. I will just run away and jump out my window if that happens. I will do that.
That is a good question. That's a good question. Is who would face him? Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens.
I don't think so.
And this is if they keep him face. He is acting heelish, even though he said the same goddamn thing as he was on the mic today, and then went into a promo and then went face again against the League of Crap.
That was so bad.
You guys come down here and I'll kick all your asses.
Oh my, it's so bad. Whatever. But man, yeah, it's a weird situation. Like I said, I mean, this isn't the AJ fanboy talking. This is just straight up wrestling fan talking.
So it's the AJ
amazing
fanboy
feud.
Talking.
No, it's really not. I'm telling you. Like, if you want, like, you see feuds in the past of like the John Cena versus the Randy Ortons, or I'm trying to think of, like, without John Cena or Randy Orton.
John Cena! I'm joking.
No, it's like John Cena and John Cena and Triple H. You see Triple H and Randy Orton
Out of all of John
You could
Cena's,
see.
and I can't believe we're actually talking about this. Out of all of John Cena's feuds and rivalries, you're gonna do Triple H and Cena, Triple H and Orton. You're not gonna bring up the Edge and Cena.
I was about to. I don't want to bring up Cena too much, but he is known for amazing feuds. But I just mean like having feuds like that. Like they lasted for months
Man.
through pay-per-views and pay-per-views. They were amazing. You could have that. I think honestly, Roman and AJ could pull that off if they do it right. If they have Roman heel turn, they could definitely do the right. Especially if you said the Bullet Club versus Shield happens too. Then the feud could go even. I think the feud can go longer. It would be amazing to see. It would be great TV. And we could really use another feud like that because that. I mean, they kind of did it with Triple H and Roman a little bit, but it wasn't as good because like they didn't have as many matches. And mainly because Triple H isn't like on the active roster, so obviously they're not going to do that.
Well, the Authority,
but they can pull off.
The Authority isn't going to be on TV for a while.
Yeah, why is that? Is there a reason on that?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is they've been on TV for how long? Week in and week out?
Yeah,
And,
I mean, I don't think they should. I think they should definitely like take a chill pill because like, they would just push.
Yeah, they got beat. There's nothing there for them to do. What are they gonna do? Roman, we're gonna have so and so go after the title. Damn, he lost. Triple H, go in there again.
Yeah, I definitely think though, man. I think AJ and Reigns could definitely do it if they do the feud right. They could do it, but it would be. I can't. I'm trying to think like who would win a payback. I don't know. It'd be really hard to see AJ win.
This is the first main event I have been excited for in a very long time.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see. It's gonna be a great match. I know like you're not a big fan of Roman. I'm not either. But I mean, his in ring, like how he's in the ring, is great, and him and AJ are gonna be great to each other. It's gonna be an awesome match.
I honestly don't think Roman's all that great in the ring. I think it's just the same thing, different day.
Yeah, it kind of is, yeah. But I really like seeing him in the ring, personally. I do like seeing it a lot. Just like what he does, like his moveset kind of thing. I would like to see more, but I think him and AJ will do great with each other. Like I said, I'm trying to pinpoint who can win. I don't know. We're have to see like in the coming weeks what happens. But it's so hard to judge.
Yeah, and I can tell you this. I went back and watched WrestleMania, and, you know, I was actually at WrestleMania. Dude, the WWE totally covered those boos.
That's what I said. Like me watching, I was telling you guys, and we were doing the.
Dude, as soon as Triple H's music stopped, it was fucking loud.
It started before Ray's music even hit.
I mean, as soon as it stopped, I'm guarantee you, Chris has the video. I'm actually gonna try to look it up right now. I guarantee you he has the video. He videoed everything. They
just gotta just let him turn. Just let him heel turn.
I love the fact that Chris tries to defend Roman Reigns all the time. He tries so hard to defend him, and it's just like, dude, you're not.
He's not that bad. It's not his fault, honestly. It's really not his fault. It's the creative team pushing a face down our throat, and I think he's kind of a victim, honestly. Because I mean, does he want this spotlight? Yes, 100%. Obviously, he wants a spotlight, but he's got to understand too that he's got to know he's a smart guy. He's got to be a smart enough guy to see that the creative team is pushing him down our throats, and that's why the people are booing him.
All right.
And I know, like him and Cena are the same. What are you gonna say?
Let me see if I can find it.
What is that?
I think it's him coming out. This is Chris yelling.
That's Chris yelling? What the fuck?
I'm not going to play it, but from the video, he's getting booed out of the building or the stadium. It was bad. I looked at Chris and I said, wow. And I will tell you this, from sitting, we had nosebleeds. Awful seats. We were there, yeah, but we had awful seats. The upper deck of a pay-per-view is the PG area. It's I'm telling you, it's branched off. PG area is upper deck because that's where the parents buy the tickets for the kids, and obviously the parents are going to go the cheapest route. Hardcore fans are going to go buy the best ticket they can. They're on the lower floor. So all the crazy stuff happened on the bottom, chant-wise, and all the PG stuff, let's go Roman, was on the top.
Yeah, I got you.
So, speaking of Roman Reigns, since, this was the main event, here he is. We're not even going to put Bray Wyatt or the League of Nations on there because this was focused on him, and I actually went on a rant on our social media page on facebook.com/Wrestling Rocks to the Side of Geek. Basically said how it was pathetic how they were making Bray Wyatt look weak, even though Bray Wyatt got the win and he got the pin. They made Bray Wyatt look weak, and Roman looked strong throughout that match. Out of everyone, Bray Wyatt got his ass kicked. He was basically the John Cena of a tag team match. And it's sad to say, this was the weakest match of the night. What were your thoughts, Kyle?
Yeah, it was definitely the weakest match of the night. It wasn't really like a bad match. It was really just like a match you could expect what was going to happen. It was just like same thing. Everybody had the same movesets. Nothing special happened. It was just a whatever kind of match. It was kind of funny though, Bray being in there, like the amount of cheers he got, and the crowd does like him.
Here's my thing. We've seen this match so many times. Usually it's Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose versus the League of Nations, but this time it was Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt versus the League of Nations, which I don't understand because the League of Nations don't have a storyline. Their storyline's against the Wyatt family. So why not put the Wyatt family, two members from the Wyatt family, or Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman versus two of the members from League of Nations? Why not do that? Because we're obviously going to see the Wyatt family versus League of Nations at Payback. What you could do is you could have some screwed up ending for Raw. You don't have to have a clean finish. This could be one of those 2 or 3 matches thing. Yeah, people will get annoyed, but it's a lot better than Roman Reigns just wrestling just to look strong. That's what he did.
He's a champion. You got to put him in the main event, obviously.
The WWE champion.
He's a champion.
Roman Reigns. That's Roman Reigns is Bay. He's the best.
I mean, man, he's like I said, he's not that bad. He's really not. It's the creative team just what they're doing for him. If the creative did not push him down our throats so much, he would honestly he'd get a lot of pops. It's just how much they're doing it.
I saw a picture. Expectations with The Rock 2.0. Reality, Cena 2.0. We will never have another Cena. Never.
And they're trying to do it though, because I mean that's just what they want to do. Because Cena's he's an icon. He's just an amazing guy, and they want to make another. And if they do end up trying to do that, Reigns isn't the guy to do it. Not at all. He will never be the guy to do it.
No, I was actually listening to some podcasts. I listened to Daniel Bryan say something on the Jericho's Talk or Talk is Jericho. I heard Bret Hart say some things, and Daniel Bryan basically said that Roman is the right, or Paul Heyman, excuse me. I heard Paul Heyman speak, and he said that Roman is the right guy. He's got everything, but he got pushed at the wrong time. And what he said was they screwed up because when he started getting pushed, Daniel Bryan announced that he was going to return at the Royal Rumble. Sure enough, Daniel Bryan got eliminated, and Roman Reigns won that Rumble. Mm-hmm. So, I don't like it. I don't think he's that great in the ring. I don't. We all know why everyone hates him. He's getting pushed down our throats. For God's sake, he was in the main event when the main event should have been Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles.
Yeah, it definitely should have been.
That match had more on the line than Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt versus League of Nations. I mean, it was for Sami Zayn's #1 contendership. Well, a triple threat match.
Mm-hmm.
So, by the way, if anyone wants to know, Bobby Roode has not signed with the WWE yet. Came out on Twitter and said that earlier last week. Also, Shinsuke Nakamura had Staples this past weekend. But there's really not a lot to talk about anymore. We can keep talking about Roman Reigns. We can keep talking about the Bullet Club. But before we go, be sure to hit that like button if you are enjoying what you are listening to. Hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss another show. Monday nights are the Monday Night Review. Thursday nights are the next big thing. And then obviously, throughout the week, we will have new stories coming out. Again, happy birthday, Kyle. And until next time, peace.